Today on my channel planner, friends, it's all about journaling. What I'd like to do is to show you how I've decorated my Aura Estelle passport for March. So we'll flip through that. These are my current journals. These are previous iterations of journaling. So I thought we'd have a little fun and do some flip throughs today. I don't know. I just thought I want to do something different. So I want to show you different ways I've journaled. Maybe I'll inspire you a little bit. That would make me very happy. So why don't you join me, friends, please? Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you for your presence, for your time. I appreciate you more than you know. Your comments, your likes, you really do lift me up. I did have a mild case of the flu. I did get my shot, so it's much milder, but the flu has been present in the house, and we've been hunkered down, and everything I planned this week went askew. So I decided today, I'm filming this the day of, I'm going to drop it later. I wanted to focus on journaling. If you're new, join my growing community. If you're returning, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. These are my current journals, and I want to show you how I set this one. I know I did this one on camera, but I'll flip it anyway. This is my Aura Estelle Passport Planner. It's Purple Nebula. I got it during their Oops sale. I also have a pink one, Cake and Sprinkles, which I love. So I'm going to show you how I decorate it because since I was home and, didn't feel 100%, I was decorating in here. So that was fun. But then I got to thinking, these are some old journals of mine. You can see they were weeks planners. And I thought we could have fun flipping through and just chit-chatting and so forth. And maybe I can inspire you a little bit in your own creativity and so forth. Okay. Let's start with the present and then we'll work our way back. I think that would be prudent. Now, I know I showed this one already. This is one of my Filofax binders. I love how it turned out. Yeah, it's just really pretty and it's working for me. I did eventually do my March dashboard. And I like this space. I like these inserts. These are just Carpe Diem inserts. They're unnumbered, so you number them. But I like it because you can always put a sticker over this. I don't make it like tangible goals in terms of to-do lists or things with work. So my goals this month, writing devotionals, which I'm doing in here actually, being present and family time. March, we have so many birthdays. I decided to do an I will list. And listen, you can do an I am list as well. That's another thing we can talk about at some point. Excuse me. So I wrote, I will gain my strength back, which was before the flu hit the house. I will create and be joyful, and I will focus on Lent. So an I will list is different than a to-do list. It's a list of kind of goals you want to achieve within. Okay. Anyway, so this is this week so far. Today is Friday. I haven't journaled yet, but I like this method of using different color inks. I use their Pentel gel pens. Let me grab one from over here. This is a blue one, but they're just, I picked them off the Energel. It's a medium point tip. They work well with these inserts. I haven't decorated the rest. I used a bunch of dashboards. See, I watch a lot of YouTube and get inspiration. So as you can see here, I'm writing Lenten devotionals back here. And I have more to do, but that's okay. So this is my, what they call an emotional support planner. And I really feel that's what it is. So I'm glad I'm in the personal for this. I haven't been doing this that long. Excuse me. Sorry, friends. Still recovering. Okay. Hot tea. Hot tea makes the difference. I've been drinking so much herbal tea. Anyway, I'll show you previous iterations of this, but I'm glad. I change these all the time. I know some people like to, some people don't. Whatever works for you. I brought you in a little closer since this is so small. So this is the Aura Estelle. Now, I redid this. All of these, incidentally, on the side here, These are from a new paper pack I picked up, a mini. I'll link the haul video below, but that's all I did. I put those in here. I mean, it's so cute. It's so pretty. I loved how it turned out. These inserts are Annie Plans and Aura Estelle. So now this journal is very different. That other one is the emotional support planner. This one has been I'm working through old things, and what I started to do, and I've said this before, I use quotes in here when I don't know what to say. So I started this in July. So this book was July, August, September, and then this one is October, November, December. So I'm just going to do a quick flip, and yeah. Look, here's what I would say. Oh, and I use Simply Gilded in here. I love Simply Gilded. I used to subscribe, and it just works in here. And you'll see in the old journals, I did the same thing in there. So I was quoting Sylvia Plath here. True confession, I love poetry. I'm like nerding. I am so nerdy. I felt my lungs inflate with the onrush of scenery. Air, mountains, trees, people. Don't you just feel that? I just feel it when I read these things. And so, yes, I thought this was funny. Let me live, love, and say it well in good sentences. I thought that was great. So we should meet in another life. We should meet in air, me and you. I love Plath. I love poetry. And so every month I was using different stickers. Sometimes I quote the Bible. So I just quote so many different places. I quoted the lyrics to Let It Be in here, and I think that was good. And yeah, I just needed to do that at these times. And here, Eleanor Rigby, and I worked my way through so many things in here. Back to Plath here. I feel like I needed a space to process. And recently I did a video on regrets. I can drop it below. It's the mini happy planner setup. And I talked about should've, would've, could've, more Sylvia Plath. And you know what? This has helped me not feel regrets. Journaling in this space, getting out the hard stuff, Here's a very poignant quote, and I want you to hear this. Whoever you are out there, my dear friends, sorry, I'm having a trouble here talking, and I was fine all morning. And I hope this resonates with you on some level, because I think we've all been there. The silence depressed me. It wasn't the silence of silence. It was my own silence. Have you ever been silenced? Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to scream, but the person you were dealing with wouldn't hear you, refused to hear you, refused to acknowledge your stresses, your hurts, the pain they were causing? That quote right there, I feel like that encapsulated so much. And this was really good for me. And this was, today is a day where I am still catching my breath and thinking. And I needed this space more than I realized. It's been so good for me. And this is helping me, get through all the things. It's an active process. And in doing this, I really have become far less critical of myself and more understanding of where I am. And it's worked. And again, you don't have the words. Go Google, literally grab your phone and Google whatever, movie quotes, song quotes like the Beatles. I did double check. Just because I know, here's a good Thoreau quote. Just because I know a song doesn't mean I actually know it. So I would look it up. Henry David Thoreau. October is the month of painted leaves. Their rich glow flashes around the world. And I love October. It's just Robert Frost. Oh, hushed October morning mild. The leaves have oh God, something to the fall. Oh my God, tomorrow's world of it will be wild. Should waste them all. It would help if I wrote so I can actually read my writing. And then we go into the Halloween season and I use this kit. And so, yeah, I just want to share this with you because I really feel like this is just what I needed at any given time to help me, why things had to happen. And I've made peace and I've let go of the things that I thought I should do and the things that I think I should know and that I didn't know and I couldn't know at the time. And this, by writing things out, by putting quotes out there, this was December, these are my Christmas stickers and all that. And, you know, yeah. The thing about dreams is that they often shift and change. That is not necessarily a negative, and I really like that a lot. So I'm kind of going quick here, but I just want to get through here. A year of growth, a year of love, a year of learning, a year of understanding, and that is true. And so, yeah, and then at the end, I did a year in review, and I did ideas and plans for this year, and I know I flipped through January. I think I mostly flipped through February. I showed you how I decorated it, and that was for World Whale Day, and it just happened to be a sticker kit I picked up, inexpensive, and this is an old kit for March, September soiree. You can see I haven't started writing in here. I will this weekend, family gratitude. It's really pretty, and I think National Peacock Day is it in March, so I thought, well, I'll use this kit. The thing I'm doing differently this month, I'm actually putting some days of the week in here to kind of force myself into, you know, writing and taking this space and so forth. So I haven't finished decorating it clearly, but it's in good shape, and I love this space. So those are my current journals du jour, and now I want to delve into some old ones. So now I'd love to share with you these older journals. These are 2 weeks planner, or one's a grid. I think this is just a grid notebook, and this is a weeks planner. Both were from Print Pression back in the day. He's closed his shop up. I sold the covers, truthfully, so I just kept the books. I used it differently back then, but I want to share with you because if you're looking to journal, but maybe, you know, this passport size isn't for you, or you're not sure, you have a week's planner, maybe you have a week's planner or journal, you know, or a notebook laying around. Maybe you decided, it's not really my thing. Well, there's other ways to use it, and this was one of them. So this was just, I believe this is the Doc Grid notebook. Okay, so I use my trusty heart. You've seen that before, right? So yeah, I've used that. My butterflies, of course. The paper was good. And these, oh gosh, this is when I subscribed to Coco Daisy. These were a mixture of printables, and they're washi, and they're stickers, and then I stenciled. And here again, I was using quotes. I used Emily Dickinson, "Not knowing when the dawn will come, I open every door." That's another one about possibilities, right? And I use this sometimes to journal less my feelings, but more trips or things we were doing. Of course, I dwell on possibility, Emily Dickinson. I like the way I did this, if I say so myself, with the stencils and the washi and the printouts. And hold dear to your parents, for it is a scary and confusing world without them. Oof, I don't want to think about that. And yeah, this was, you know, I had fun because I don't even know if they do that. Does Coco Daisy still do printables? I don't even know. But you can find printables all over. It's just a suggestion. To live is so startling, it leaves little time for anything else. Yeah, I always like my quotes, notes, family fun. I mean, yeah, this was more about what we were doing and stuff like that, but that's okay. I had trackers I never filled out. So it's just, here's a Walt Whitman quote to me. Every hour of the day and night is an unspeakably perfect miracle. I love that. I love it. I don't know where I got this quote. Do anything but let it produce joy. I would think it was Whitman since I was using Whitman that month, you know. And so, yeah, I did all these. Isn't it pretty if I say so myself? But, you know, we were together. I forget the rest. I like that one. Then July, you can see I started to fall down a little bit. These were just more printables. Here I decorated and I didn't finish. I quoted Louisa May Alcott. I like good, strong words that mean something. And that was it. Sadly, I didn't finish in here. So when I tell you that now I do finish journals, I'm not lying because I didn't finish in there. I picked it up again, and what I did with this one, this is an actual, I haven't seen anyone who has this layout, and I'm not as super keen on the Tomoe River paper. So what I did with this is I used these monthlies for my YouTube channel. That's when I really was starting to dig in here and to plan it and so forth. So that's what I did in the front. And then more Simply Gilded. Okay, so here we go. Is this... Yeah, I left a blank page there. Here we go. So this is Walk by Faith, Not by Sight. This is a very old kit from Simply Gilded. That's when I really started using them in earnest. And so I haven't gotten out of the pattern. As you can see, first day, a new job. I had gotten that I loved. This is October. So yeah, this is really, I loved my new job and this and that. And I was, again, it's kind of a journal, kind of keeping track of things. Here's where it changes. And what I decided to do, as you see, I didn't do in the previous months. I thought, well, gee, I have extra pages. I started this in September. So I just showed you September and October. I decided to start with the 30 Days of Gratitude Challenge. And I took pages and you can see I inked them and then I glued two together so they wouldn't bleed, which they were. I don't know that they would have anyway, but so here we go. And I was like writing all of my gratitude out. Again, this is some Simply Gilded. No, this is actually Cocoa Daisy again. So I used Simply Gilded, then I didn't. And then we come to December, Joy to the World. I love it. And then I was using Simply Gilded again, and I was very happy with that. And then around Christmas, I decorated, but I didn't do it. And I was so frustrated with myself. So here we go, 2023. And then what I started to do here was write down who I was quoting in the month. So this was Robert Frost quotes and including things that I was doing. Yeah, I love this quote so much. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Ha, right? And so I'm doing the best there. It's, you know, kind of catch Ken. I love that kit. Then we come into, obviously, February. Quotes were from the Bible. And I did some stamping in here. I used some Simply Gilded headers. Lots of stamping, though. It's a little bit of washi, some stenciling. This I loved. These were elements I had picked up. My mom had gotten me this little packet. I've used some bits and bobs. This was from Paper Collection, and so I thought this was really pretty for March. Grow with the seasons, like a meadow, grow wild. And since it was March and I was thinking of spring, I used Rachel Carson quotes. In nature, nothing exists alone. It is not half so important to know as to feel. So again, this idea of using my quotes and reminding myself, be the light. That was my saying that year. Then we come into April. I really love these elements. These I know are Dollar Tree. This is old Paper Collection with some washi. I forget where that one was from. Sorry, friends. And then you see me again getting into the Simply Gilded. And here we have May. Oh, I quoted First Ladies. Wait, am I right? That's March. That's April. That's May. Yes. First Ladies, which is one of my specialties in terms of subjects, It It is one of my sources of happiness, never to desire a knowledge of others, people's business. I thought that was a great quote from Dolly Madison, you know. Let's see here. I'm looking for another one. Oh, I'll come up with one. And then I stopped. So it ends abruptly. I had some notes in the back, but then I stopped. So that's what I've got today. Oh, wait, let me show you this. I put from my crock, which I put over there that I'm using now, I just put old inserts in here. I've been using an A5, and I did have a little journaling space in that, and then I quit the A5. See, it's okay to planner hop. In fact, that's normal. So I started to use this in July of last year, kind of as, and here I didn't fill anything in. It happens, right? There's July, we have August, and this was keeping all my, schedule intact. And then I decided in September to really start journaling in here. So really quickly, and that's where I was inspired on Instagram to do the different color inks and to use the stickers strategically and so forth. And then you can see I inked around the edges in there. So that was September, October. I did the same thing with the ink. I think it really added a lot to these pages, if you want the truth. These were just stickers off of Amazon. This is old washi I had. I mean, yeah, really inexpensive deco there. We have November. Did the same thing, only this time I used my die cut machine. And then here I use some stamps. Whoops. More die cuts. More die cuts. And then I have this little, it's pretty. So yes, this is how I was doing things, and I'm really happy with how it all turned out. Oh, I didn't have inserts. I had to order more, so I used a different kind of old Carpe Diem insert I had on hand. I used some Jasper and Simply Gilded in here. And yeah, this was January, which I'm sure you've seen, but I love the colors. I have to say, switching to the colored ink has helped keep me honest and in it. And so I'm really happy with this space and how it came out. So friends, I wanted to come on and encourage you to journal, but I wanted to show you different ways I have journaled and continue to journal. And I also wanted to show you I didn't always finish. And that's okay, because I've picked it up again. And certainly, as you can certainly see in here, and I'm keeping to it in here, I am finishing the things, and I'm really proud of that. So if you tried something and it didn't work, or you stopped doing it, try again. Try a different planner. Try a different notebook. Try a different size. You can decorate it any way you want. Much of this one were, like I said, printables. So FYI, you can find a lot of printables. Just go to Etsy. Incidentally, Carpe Diem has free printables every month, but they're more like cards, if you will. I don't know. They have some little things you can add in, like I added in some of these things, but not a lot. But I wanted to show you these to inspire you and to share with you that no, what you see on camera is, I'm honest. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, look at me, I finished all these, I'm perfect. No, I'm perfectly human. How's that? So from my heart to yours, I hope I inspired you even a little bit today. And yeah, let's journal ourselves healthy. One more reminder. This space hasn't always been easy for me to write in. I'm writing about tough emotional stuff, but I'm feeling better. And this is part of the reason, a large part of the reason, but for me rethinking things and not second guessing myself and leaving things behind and healing. And if I could give you one gift, I would love to empower you. I'd give you a hug and I'd empower you to help heal, because people are cruel and they're mean. And you know what? We're still standing. We still rise. All right, friends, thanks so much for being here with me. Boy, do I appreciate you. Have a great weekend, planner friends. Bye now.